Hey guys, Vicious here, and today I've got a super geeky gadget review for you. I'm going to be showing you guys a Super Nintendo controller, right? But actually, it's pretty cool because this is not a regular controller in the sense that it has a USB connection on the end of it instead of the old Super Nintendo connection. This is indeed an authentic, licensed Super Nintendo controller. This thing has been designed and rebuilt to work on your computer. So that means you can go and play a lot of different computer games with an authentic Super Nintendo controller. Also, if you're into emulators, then now you can kind of relive the original experience on your computer. So if you grew up in the days that I grew up, Super Nintendo had a huge impact on gaming for you and had just an impact on your childhood. It's really nice to have one of these in your hands again. And let me tell you, this is the real deal. This is an authentic, licensed Super Nintendo controller. The guy who does this, his name is Paul, and he owns a site called InfiniteNESLives.com. I'll put a link to his site down below in the description of the video. Just know that he takes a lot of time with these, and he's a professional. He's made hundreds of these, and every single one of his customers have been so satisfied with what they get. But he handpicks all the buttons, all the internal workings of the controller, the case, and builds you a custom controller to exactly, the old quality that you would get in one of these. Some of the people saw my teaser that I posted on YouTube a long time ago when I first got it, and some of my friends and subscribers bought them. So if you guys are one of those people that already got one, go ahead and key in the comments and tell us what you think about the controller, because it's been almost a year since I've had this now, and it's still working perfectly fine, and it's time for the full review. So let me go ahead and hop into my screen capture program and go ahead and talk about a little bit more about how the controller works on your computer, and just overall give you a full-on review of the product. So I'll see you over there on screen capture side.
Okay guys, so here we are, we're on my Windows PC, and I had a little beep beep noise when I plugged in the controller to let me know that the computer detected a new device, and I had a pop-up window that told me I had the Kingston E drive connected to the computer. Now my computer is actually, or not my computer, my controller is a special one that Paul started making right as I ordered my controller. It has a built-in USB flash drive and a built-in USB hub inside of the controller. So I actually have basically a thumb drive inside of my controller, and it lets me store some files, so you can think of creative ways to use that. In my case, I actually keep some stuff on here that I just happen to name this, even though that's not what's inside of those folders. And if I play a game on my PC and then unplug the controller and then go play on my laptop or even a friend's PC, all my saves and stuff and all my files go with me with the controller. So it's basically like a portable Super Nintendo if you get the one that comes with the built-in 4GB flash drive. On Windows 7, when you plug in a device, you go to the devices and printers to see the stuff you've got connected, and you'll see SNES USB controller here. So one thing that's really important, let me tell you about this, is this is actually I'm going to show you real quick before I show you that. I'll show you the properties. Here's the name, blah, 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 but here's the important part. It is an HID compliant game controller. Human Interface Device is what that stands for. What that really means for you is that this is a standard that is adopted pretty much by every computer operating system. So that means if you run Mac, if you run Windows XP, or Windows 98, Windows Vista, Windows 7, if you run Linux, this controller should work on everything because HID is a standard. Now to show you the game controller stuff, if we go in here and we go to properties, here's your little test screen. I got the X and Y axis. This is the D-pad on the controller. Super Nintendo only has 4 directions, but if you hold diagonal, you get the diagonals. And then you've got 8 buttons. Here's Y, here's X, B, A, L, R, start and select. So there you go. Everything works really great there. So yeah, there you go guys. I'm keeping this review short. Normally I have very long reviews, but there's not a whole lot you have to say. I think pretty much everyone already knows what a Super Nintendo controller is. It's just more of an awareness thing. The idea that you can actually get one of these that works on your computer, that's pretty much the extent of what you need to know for the review. The other important things to know is that they are really well built, that the guy who makes them is a really great guy and stands behind his products, and that I feel like they're worth every penny that you pay, because labor is not cheap. Have you ever gone to get your car fixed and it needs like a $40 repair, but it takes 2 hours for the guy to fix, so they charge you like $250? And then you look at the receipt and it's like $40 in parts and then like $200 in labor? Well, he's building these by hand. They're not machine built. And he spends a lot of labor time on them. So once you subtract the idea that he has to purchase all these parts, and then he puts the labor into it, I feel like the price is exceptionally great. I build custom joysticks. You might have saw them hanging up behind me on the wall when I had my ugly mug on camera a minute ago. And I know in the community of people that build custom joysticks that they charge $100 and plus to do a mod when you send them the parts. And he is supplying all the parts and doing all the modding for you. So honestly, if anything, he doesn't charge enough for these. But take advantage of the idea that there's a guy out there that does this, and put in an order while you got a chance to get one. I hope you guys found the review useful, and I'll see you next time.